The Danish summer has rarely been so hot, and so piquant. The sun shines high in the Copenhagen sky, summer dresses swirl around official silhouettes, and at the heart of this perfectly orchestrated scene, one figure stands out, Queen Mary of Denmark, radiant as always, elegant in a light ivory gown, embodying the grace of a modern, active, and deeply human sovereign. But that day, the unexpected came from the sky, and not in the form of a storm. It was a wasp. The seemingly banal incident took on surprising proportions. Because seeing a queen stung by a wasp, in front of cameras, in the middle of an excited crowd, is more than just a summer news story. It's a suspended moment where human fragility overtakes majesty. And in that moment, Mary offered Denmark, and the entire world, a true lesson in class, composure, and dignity. The scene took place in the gardens of Fredensborg Palace, during a charity event bringing together children's organizations and vulnerable families. Queen Mary, true to her commitment, greeted the participants, exchanging smiles and warm words. The heat was intense, the floral scents in the air, and the insects numerous. Then, suddenly, a sharp gesture of the hand. A slight start, and that barely perceptible, but very real, grimace. A wasp had just stung the queen on the upper left arm, under the sleeve of her blouse. The witnesses, initially incredulous, quickly realized that something had just happened. But Mary, stoic, controlled the situation with impressive calm. No shouts, no unnecessary words. Just a glance at her personal assistant, a discreet whisper, and a cold towel, which was brought to her a few moments later. All this took place under the flashes of photographers, and in front of dozens of pairs of incredulous eyes. The sovereign, far from slipping away or canceling the rest of the event, continued her visit as if nothing had happened. What few knew at the time was that Mary, a seasoned athlete and accustomed to hiking in the Australian wilderness of her childhood, was not a first-time stinger. But it was the first time it had happened in the middle of a ceremony, under the watchful eye of the public and the media. The Danish press, the very next day, was full of praise for the Queen's self-control. The headlines ran, "A sting and a lesson," and "Mary stung, Denmark affected." But behind this seemingly innocuous incident, lies a powerful symbolism. That of a monarchy that embraces its vulnerability, that does not hide behind ceremonial curtains but exposes itself, even in its weaknesses, to the view of all. Queen Mary, through her attitude, sent a powerful message. Even at the top, one can be attacked by a simple wasp. What matters is how one reacts. In the hours following the incident, social media was ablaze. Thousands of comments praised Mary's elegance, her royal attitude, and her refusal to give in to panic. Some netizens even wondered if the wasp in question was a karmic symbol, meant to test the sovereign's nerves of steel. Others humorously launched a petition to grant the wasp in question Danish citizenship. But more seriously, this moment brought the issue of the image of powerful women back to the center of the debate, and the pressure they faced to remain impassive in all circumstances. What Mary demonstrated was not only her ability to absorb sudden pain without flinching, but also her inner strength, her groundedness, and the depth of her commitment to always remaining present, even in the face of the unexpected. This isn't the first time Queen Mary has captivated with her attitude in delicate situations. Already in 2023, at a reception where a guest fainted right in front of her, Mary reacted before the medical staff, kneeling to support the unconscious woman until help arrived. In 2018, an excited dog at an animal event jumped on her, tearing her dress, and there again, she laughed heartily, reassuring the panicked organizers. But this wasp sting, which occurred in a peaceful, summery atmosphere, had a particular resonance. Perhaps because it surprised everyone. Perhaps also because it came at a time when the Danes, weary of political, economic, and environmental crises, needed reassuring symbols. And Mary, embodying the perfect balance between naturalness and nobility, offered them much more than just a smile. The palace, when questioned by the media, confirmed that the Queen was well, that she had only experienced a mild local reaction, which was treated immediately, and that no interruption to her schedule was planned. A spokesperson even added, not without humor, "Her Majesty is invincible, even against a wasp." This statement, widely reported in the press, reinforced the image of a queen close to the people, strong yet approachable. For 2 decades, Denmark has cherished Mary as a national treasure. And every event, even one as unexpected as this one, seems to strengthen this unique bond between a sovereign and her people. Royal communications experts agree that the incident, far from harming the Queen's image, humanized her even more. She became, for a moment, an ordinary woman in an extraordinary situation. The Wasp, for its part, became a star. Cartoonists depicted it wearing a miniature crown. Danish honey brands took advantage of the occasion to offer humorous special editions called Royal Sting. Teachers even suggested using the event as the basis for back-to-school essays on the theme, courage and dignity in the face of the unexpected. But what remains in everyone's minds is the image of a queen standing tall, smiling, even when pain strikes. A queen who, far from rigid stereotypes, embodies a living monarchy, rooted in reality. A queen who inspires, even when faced with a wasp. And you, if you were stung by a wasp in the middle of an official ceremony, would you remain as classy as Queen Mary? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share this video, and tell us in the comments what you would have done in the Queen's place.